Yes,
The
people,
stream is live.
live and ready to go, man. Welcome back to another episode of Streets Talk Football Daily. It's been, one of the worst weekends in Premier League football, but we're here to always talk football, man. And I'm joined by my brother Nano. What you saying, bro? You good?
I'm good, and I'm happy to be here once again. This is almost like therapy to me now. I'm looking forward to it every time.
Yeah,
And
come on, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
And then do you
it's good
watch
to
it?
be back on the stream.
Yeah, man. You watch any football today? The Leicester versus
Today, no, I didn't.
Newcastle.
I didn't watch today's game, but I always check the games on Twitter. On X, I always follow it up and try to know what's going on. But Leicester, man, for a team that won the Premier League not more than 10 years ago, not even up to
Mm,
10 years ago, it's really crazy
yeah.
what's going on with them. Going to the relegation this season and. Let's hope they come back soon if they can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy about it, yeah? I'm gonna show you something. Where is it? Look at this. This is Leicester's last what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games. What's the anomaly in there?
Yeah, that's what I just wanted to point out, right? The anomaly in there is, of course, I wish Tracy was here so he will be saying that his team is the anomaly. It's crazy.
I
It's crazy.
I
Mm.
I think they're literally. I think it's 10 games in a row that they haven't scored a goal. This is crazy. This has never been seen before. No one's seen this kind of nonsense before. How can you not even score? Wait, let me put it up again because so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 games. So it's not even 007 no more. It's 008. Yeah, this list is an
It's crazy.
absolute joke. Van
It's
Nistelrooy,
crazy. It's
do you think it's his fault?
Um, Surely, if a team can't really rack up any, the coach has
A
to be
goal.
involved one way or the other. His tactics, his style of play, his something has to be wrong, especially from the coach's end, because it can't just be a row. It's because it's on a row now, and
Hmm.
they still have some decent players, in my opinion. You get a little here and a little there. They don't have the worst
Hmm.
team. You won't say they have the worst team, but
Wow.
I don't know. I don't think it's even a cooperation with the coach and the team. I'm seeing a disconnect. I don't think they have one unison. You know,
Yeah,
if we're being honest. So yeah, yes, of course you can blame the coach. The coach has to come into
yeah,
play at some point.
yeah, man. I tend to agree, man. He's definitely got some sort of blood in his hands, but we don't want to talk about relegation for the man. No one came here to listen to us talk about Leicester, Newcastle. They came because there was a Manchester derby yesterday. And my question to you, was this the worst Manchester derby in living
Hands
memory?
down,
Two shocking sides.
hands down. For me, like I said, the Manchester derby didn't live up to the billing. It was. I remember because I streamed the match online. I was at work, but I had to, follow up the game on my phone, and it was just boring, man. Like it was just like this is the most boring Manchester derby I've watched in, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years. I can't even remember the last time I watched the match this. And when I
Mm,
mean it was so boring, I wasn't expecting much from both sides. Both sides didn't
yeah,
really, well, Manchester United kind of tried to pull off something, but I knew by the 60th minute of the second half, I knew the game was going to end a goalless draw because both of them were just playing, man. None of them came out serious to play.
Yeah, man. So you got that left-hand side for Manchester United, yeah. Like going defending wise, Dorby, he seems like he's not too much of a weak link, but I feel going forward, yeah, he just it's like he rushes his crosses, he snatches his shots. Yeah, to
Yeah.
play that left wing back role, he's gonna need a lot of fine tuning. And the player in front of him is who I want to talk about, Garnacho.
Garnacho.
Garnacho is a shocking player. To me, I said he is. I wouldn't take him over Reece Nelson. That I think Reece Nelson's better than him. But this guy is literally an Argentinian Brennan Johnson. He's just fast. That's all he is, fast, and he might score here and there. But you see, what was it? After how many seconds? Like 10 seconds, he's in behind. Bruno Fernandes is right there. All he has to do is pass the ball to him, you know. He takes his time, he gets fouled. That's one. And then did you see the other one, the cross into the box? And instead of just kicking the ball in, what does he do? The man goes to do a diving header. Nah, I can't believe this Garnacho guy. He's an absolute bum. And if he weren't a Manchester United Academy graduate, there's absolutely no chance in hell that this player would still be at Manchester United. He gets a pass. He literally gets a pass because he's an academy graduate. Because who else? There's no one else that would get this much grace. Putting in stinkers. What's that? Like one goal in like 26 or something. Nah, this player is awful. And he's getting worse and worse under Amarin. So I can't really see him staying at Manchester United Football Club much longer because Amarin even spoke about him being a player that needs more goals, needs more assists, that it's only Bruno Fernandes in the final third doing the business for Manchester United. And that's true. Without Bruno, it would be peak and shocking times. And also, obviously, Ahmad, because we got to be honest with ourselves. Ahmad, he looked like he's a player. This was his breakout year for the football club. But
Oh,
yeah, man. Well, go on, my brother, man.
I'm
I'm
good,
just
man.
there.
I'm good, man. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I had a little to deal with. What's good? What's
yeah.
good? Let me
Nah,
set the
nothing.
camera down.
Obviously, yeah, man. Obviously, man, just cooking Garnacho, innit? Because I'm saying the man is
What?
a
Nano hit
Arge,
me up. I
Arge,
thought Nano would have been online as well.
no, he was just here. He dropped out, innit? But yeah, like literally, I'm saying that this guy's an Argentinian Brennan Johnson.
Who, Garnacho?
Yeah, he's shocking,
You know
bro.
what it
He's
is,
the
yeah?
reason why Manchester United didn't win that game yesterday. It's Garnacho from minute
Bro,
one.
you only
From minute
see him
one, it's
because he's
his fault.
performing, actually. The truth is, you
Bro, he
see him
scored
because he's
one
performing.
goal in 26. One goal in 26. He's not performing, bro. He's costing them
Mm,
games. And what
mm.
did they call him? Ali Hindrance Garnacho. He's a hindrance. He's no, bro. He's shocking. I said I'd take Reece Nelson over him, and I stand by that. This
Nah.
guy's shocking. He's literally Argentinian Brennan Johnson.
I
The
said
same way
one goal
Tottenham
in
fans
26
cuss.
games. Now, Brendan Johnson's got way more goals than that.
This is maybe
Brennan,
me doing
no
a
disrespect on
disservice.
Brennan. Still, Brennan's got
Oh
more
my
goals than that. Still, but you know what? Yeah, I'm a fan. Cause he's got flair. You know, he's got
bro.
techers.
Yeah, but
He looks like a goal
he
threat.
looks
Let me
big.
put it this way. Yeah,
Yeah, he looks it.
United versus Arsenal. when they're on the attack, he's a problem, innit?
Yeah,
He
but
can shoot from outside the box. He's acrobatic.
he
He's good with the
just looks
finishing. He's
busy.
fast. Like, he's a threat.
Yeah,
I just
he's a
feel like
threat.
he's not
He's a
meeting up
threat
with
at times.
expectations with that United, innit?
Bro, there's no expectations, bro. Because most
De-
Man United fans don't rate him.
Nah, you
The
know
ones
what?
are
Yeah,
good
he's
don't rate
supposed to be
him.
the wonder kid. There is, like, bro, there's expectation just like there was on Anthony, innit? And look at what he's doing in La Liga right now. So I think Garnacho's more like a Sevilla player. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, Villarreal. You get what I'm saying?
Leganés, Elche, Cadiz.
I'm trying to help his career, innit? I'm trying to pattern 1 or 2 moves for him, like for Breezo. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pattern him up to see if them man might want him, innit? You know what I'm saying?
You're doing some PR for this kid, man. Because, bro,
Nah, he's good though.
did
Like, I don't know, man.
okay? Did you watch the game yesterday? Yeah,
Nah, I
you
didn't.
saw.
I caught the highlights. It's just
Okay, but
boring.
yeah, don't worry. I never watched it either, so don't worry about that, bro. Did you see that first chance?
Yeah.
The,
It
bro,
wasn't clear cut,
he's
was it?
no. What when he's gone in behind and they've had to foul him on the edge of the box?
Mazraoui is taking it off him.
No, not that one. Bro, in the first 10 seconds of the game, bro, he gets
No, I
in
didn't see
behind
that.
the defense, bro, and Ruben Diaz brought him down on the edge of the box, blood. All he had to do was pass the ball. Bruno Fernandes is just waiting there. He's waiting for the pass, bro. This bum bro, he does nothing. He doesn't shoot. He doesn't protect the ball, bruv. And
Yeah,
then
it's just
the
not working out
second
for him
one,
over there.
the second one, there's a cross into the box. I don't know if it was Mazraoui, no, Ugarte, someone's gone to header it. And instead of just volleying it in, the man went to do a diving header. Why are you diving headering it for, man? Bro, the
Bro,
ball's
he's
at your
not a striker
feet.
though. His instincts. He's not a striker though. I'll give him that. So
He
his
said he's
instincts
a
are a bit.
girlfriend.
You know what I'm saying? Not
Bro,
trash.
you know what it is? I don't even think he's trash. I'm being harsh on him. It's a bit of trolling, yeah. But he's not the level that Manchester United need. And he's never gonna be. Like he's
No,
regressing. He's regressing under
certainly,
Amorim.
but what we're failing to realize, like everyone needs to realize, the tables turn on these teams. So what we're expecting United to be like, bro, there was a time, Everton was all at the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, United's days are over, bro. They can't attract them sort of players that they need right now. They can't get no Mbappe. They can't get no
No,
Vinny
but
Jr.
they
They
don't
can't
need
get
that. But
no
okay,
Olise.
but
They can't get no
Konya,
Olise. They probably can't even get
Konya,
Eze from Crystal Palace if they wanted him. You know what I'm saying?
they're linked with Konya.
With who?
Bruv,
From
Konya.
Wolves, bro. Wolves is battling relegation right now. Do you get
No,
what I'm
but
saying?
Cunha said yes, but Cunha, who's better, Cunha or Garnacho?
Bro, it's up for debate, actually. I'll say Cunha, innit, but
This is what
like,
I'm saying. It's
I
not a
don't know,
debate,
man.
bro. It's no debate, man. Come on, man. It's not a
I
debate,
don't
man.
know, man. I don't know.
Just be realistic. You're
Yeah, for
saying
real. Yeah, Cunha's better than him,
Cunha,
actually.
Cunha's in Wolves. Wolves are 17th. And look how he's cooked this season. A team
Yeah,
even
but
worse than Man United. He's- And
yeah, if he
you
accepts to go there, fair play to the boy, innit?
mm,
But
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a good career choice for him anyway.
Yeah, probably not. But okay, let me give you an example. Say they had a front three of, I just, I don't really know if this guy's good, but just say they had Cunha, Eze, and Liam Delap. Is that better than Man United's front three right now? Cunha, Eze, and Liam Delap, or Garnacho, Squirtsy, and Hoyland.
Garnacho, who in Thailand?
Squirtsy and Hoyland.
Ooh.
You're actually
Nah,
thinking
that
about it.
front three is just, they haven't found their level yet, and I don't think the level's United. To be honest, they could probably cook as Fulham front three. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nah, come
I
on,
don't
man. You're
think they found
mocking
their level
Fulham.
yet, though.
What
Huh?
Jimenez? What Jimenez? Sessegnon? Iwobi? Nah, come on, man. They're better than these
Is
lot,
it
man.
they cooking?
Hoyland is trash.
Bro, they gassed up Hoyland so much, yeah. When they were about to bring him in, just like Xerxes as well, they was gassing him like they won the transfer window. They was going on like they won the transfer window. Don't you remember, bro? Even with Lenny Euro.
Yes,
Bro, they're saying he's the
yes,
next
yes.
Rio Ferdinand. Bam!
He,
I was
does he
thinking,
even
wait, who?
play? How many starts has this guy got from
Fam, I think he's
United?
been on crutches. I don't know, man. But maybe he's the one
But
to watch for the future, though. I feel he's got ability, though. Balling ability, actually.
yeah, no,
But we're
I'll
talking about
I'll be
United, like
fair with him.
City wasn't below par in that game, bro.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna
Man
come
City
on to City,
actually
man.
was actually, bro.
City's gonna get their time, man. Literally, they're gonna get their time. I just wanted to touch on Man United first, to be fair, and also like, how many of these Man United players you actually think like to get back to where Man United want to
World
be?
class.
Because uh, bruv, even just Man United level, like, let me just give you an
Casemiro,
example. Let me give you an example.
deletes.
You had Darren Fletcher. Brother, Darren Fletcher starts for this Man United and he was a squad player. He starts. John
Nah, but
O'Shea
check it,
starts. Wes Brown
check the talent
starts.
they've got. The verified talent. Obviously, Casemiro might be on a decline right now, but Casemiro, deletes,
What
Fernandez.
a future.
Who else? Mazarawi, you say what you want. That was a decent buy,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Mazraoui, Delict hasn't looked too bad. Onana's got
Mm.
to go. Just kick him to the curb.
Yeah, Nano's actually
Ahmad.
one of the, like, I think they're just not trying to like admit they just took an L on that one. They
No,
went off him
Matt.
based off that Inter final, innit?
Yeah, no. What's his name said that? Radcliffe. Radcliffe said like, oh yeah, man, we wouldn't have bought these players. It was kind of nepotism because they were all from Holland. So that but he's thrown players under the bus, like saying that we wouldn't have made these signings if we were here. But, so you can imagine like the players, no wonder they're playing shit. They know they're getting sold, so they're getting
Nah,
paid
I'm not
one
hearing
way or
sort of
another.
signings. I should be hearing for Man U though. They've got the name to attract the best talents in the world in all the leagues, but Xerxes, Hoyland, like when my guy was gassed about Lenny Euro, I was saying to him, wait. Before typing his name in on YouTube to check the clips, have you ever seen a match and he was outstanding for you? And you said, yo, wait, who's that? You get what I'm saying to you? You know, sometimes when you're watching like some other leagues, you catch them players and you think, whoa, who's that? He's cooking. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, see Jonathan Tah for by Leverkusen. You just think, whoa, who's that? He stands out. You get what I'm saying? So, like, some of these players they signed, like, man didn't know them till they signed for United. Like, I can't lie to you, even Matthias Tell for Tottenham's got a bigger name.
Yeah, and him and
He got
Xerxes
a
were
bigger
both
name.
at
Matthias Tell,
Bayern
as a
Munich.
signing, was a bigger name than Xerxes for them.
And they were
Solanke
both
was a
at
bigger name than
Bayern Munich.
Xerxes for them.
Mm,
Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, man.
They went from
Xerxes,
getting
he
Sancho
says
when
he's
they
a
was hot.
9.5.
Who? Xerxes?
But yeah, he says a 9.5. You know what he sounds
What?
like?
As a player
You know,
or the business?
no, like that's his position. Not number 10, not
Sorry, I need
number
to
9,
put my phone
9.5.
somewhere.
He said not number 9, not number 10, 9.5. Do you know what he sounds like? He
Just in
sounds like
between,
a
just
tick.
somewhere where's in
He's
between.
but he sounds like a ting that's not trying to say she's lame. Like she's not trying to say she's a 10, but yeah, what you reckon? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but she's not too there,
9.5.
yeah.
I'm a 9.5.
Not trying to get man's hopes up. Now, but
Yeah.
Xerxes, be honest, what did you like see him as a player before this? Before going to United?
Bro, bro. Man's not watching no Bologna. Just like Calafiori, we
No,
signed
but
from
but
Bologna.
but
Man, not
no, this is what I
watching these
mean, yeah.
games, man.
Alright, cool. They should have at least like played for their country, or they would have had some time in their youth team that they was doing bits and stopped doing bits. Do you know what I'm saying? They would have popped up on the radar as a wonder
No,
kid.
I'll
Like
be honest.
like Xavi Simmons
I
right now,
have
yeah.
heard him.
You
I
know Xavi
heard him at
Simmons?
Bayern Munich. Mm,
Xavi Simmons, yeah, that
yeah,
plays for Leipzig.
yeah, Leipzig.
Who
Yeah,
watches that team? But he's popped up on everyone's radar. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because like he was supposed to be a wonder kid.
PS,
Do you get what I'm saying?
PSG, PSV. Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a wonder kid. You get what I'm saying? So maybe he's not lived up to that, but like, yeah, man, popped up on the radar. I don't know. I didn't really hear about Xerxes. What, at Dortmund?
No, is that Bayern Munich?
That's what I'm saying. You heard of him at Bayern Munich doing what, fam? I heard
I
of you
think you missed.
promoting.
I think he missed off.
I heard of you promoting.
Hey, you're
Xerxes?
he
Bro,
squirts. He squirts.
what's that? What's a Xerxes, bro?
Nah, man.
Sounds like a gift for kids.
Some of these names are mad. Man says Squirtsy, Alejandro,
Xerxes, you know, I swear it sounds
Garnacho.
like a kid's toy. Hit him with a
Yeah, it sounds like
Xerxes.
no, little Pokemon. It's a Pokemon. Remember Squirtle and that, and Blastoise,
Yeah, therefore,
Charmander,
man like
Xerxes.
Xerxes. But you know what? Yeah, I do feel his touch is clean as well.
Yeah, no, he's got bits and pieces to his game,
Yeah,
but
like ability wise, I feel he's all right.
mm,
Like he's actually
yeah,
proving me wrong. Actually, when I watch him play, he seems like he's more exciting than Garnacho and Hoyland
but, yeah,
up front. You get what I'm saying?
no,
So
facts.
he's actually better than I expected for someone I never heard
Mm,
about. Like I
mm.
never heard about him.
And you know what it is
Mm-hmm.
as well. You see with us, yeah, we cook people too fast, innit? You know,
Mm-hmm.
like first season in the Prem and that new league, like you gotta let them get up to speed, innit? Obviously, we just cook people straight away. There's no time. You don't
No
get
time for that.
time.
The Premier League ain't
We're
got
ready to
time for
cook
that,
you.
bro.
Yeah, but
Ronaldo
you're
got cooked
mean.
on his return, bro. It is
That's
not
what
a
I'm saying.
place for
Bro,
complacency, bro.
he got cooked on his return and he got cooked when he first come. He was getting cooked back then. Then I said, who's this guy? I remember that's it.
Ah,
He used to do bare step overs in that. I don't know if Roy Keane or someone grabbed him by the throat and said, you better stop doing this past the ball.
and the Premier League's not a joke. You can't really retire there like that. It's not for the, like that. Kevin De
Bro,
Bruyne, see how young he is. But yeah,
oh
man.
yeah, we're gonna come on to oh yeah, you
Yeah,
know what?
man.
That's the
Yeah, him.
perfect segue. Perfect segue. Perfect. So De Bruyne has announced his retirement. It's a sad day for the Premier League because if you think about it, like this weekend, I framed it as the worst weekend in Premier League history. I've never seen such dry games, bro. So,
Yeah.
and that culminated in this Manchester derby. Like quickly touch on De Bruyne, like what he's done in this Premier League, man. Quickly,
Yeah. De Bruyne, when we did our top
yeah, top
midfielders in the
10.
Premier League, I think I put him as
Mm.
number one for me.
Yeah,
So
you and Nano both said, yeah. Mm.
I do give him a lot of respect. He's
Mm.
an achiever.
Yeah,
He's someone that didn't actually give up because he was when you look at his history, you think, he's
mm.
inspiring. So
Yeah, Chelsea,
that's
Wolfsburg.
apart from that,
Mm.
footballing wise, he's outstanding.
Mm.
He's world class,
Yeah, mm.
So
He was, yeah.
this season, we can't really
Father
just
time.
judge him off this last season,
No, I don't judge him off
Wait, who's
this
that?
season. It's Nano, but they say leave the football
Yeah, go
before
on.
the football leaves you. and the football's left him. It's left him. The Premier League's too
No
fast.
way.
His body can't
Come on,
handle it.
bro. Yeah, he tears an
Man,
ACL from every shot these days.
this is what I mean. Like, I'm not saying like we know he's got the talent, bro, but the body in the Premier League. Look at Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker was a meme for 18 months before he left. He should have left earlier. So that's why they say leave the football before the football leaves you. And now
Yeah.
you're seeing people go outside. Look at Raheem Sterling. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, Raheem Sterling should be in the MLS right now, you know. I don't even know why he went to
Exactly.
Arsenal.
I should not be speaking about Sterling, De Bruyne with any kind of disrespect. There's no
No.
disrespect.
They're high
But
achievers, actually.
exactly. But they stayed beyond their welcome. It's like a
In
bad smell.
in the most competitive league as well.
There we go.
Bruno
I
Fernandes
saw
getting old.
him and Foden. They both got 5.9s. That was their match rating.
Yeah.
Stinkers from both of them. The whole of Man City, they were shocking. There was no threat. Only I think Mamouche he had a shot. But apart from that, like Man City, they're washed. They're
Yeah,
washed.
the
They're not
game,
coming back next season.
we it's to
I'm
show
gonna
that
be the
United's
first
got
to say it. They're not coming back next season. They're washed.
it's to show United's got way more fans than City because all I've been hearing about the City versus United matches is the United aspect of it. And from just the highlights I saw, I was like, wait, City didn't turn up to this game. Where what? I don't know who was on the pitch. Like, was Haaland there? Like, wait, like who was what? Fam, they didn't turn up
Oh,
at
Haaland is
all.
out injured.
You know what I'm saying?
Haaland is
Yeah.
That being said,
Mm.
we can't attribute City's success to an individual player or manager. It's a team that's
Yeah.
trying to be
It's
bred for success like Madrid. So that being
yeah.
said, I don't see them falling back next season. Nope. Nah.
No, I'm not saying falling back, but they're not winning the league. I'm telling you that for free. They're not just somehow, there's
Oh
too
my
much problems.
days.
There's too much problems in this Man City for them to just say, okay, we're going to go and win 25 games in a row like previously. How? With who? Who? Just look how washed some of these players are. De Bruyne is leaving as
These
well.
players,
You got to remember
I
this.
don't know what he's playing career mode right now. Pep was
Pep's
playing
to
career
blame.
mode with that.
That comes onto it. One sec. I'm going to
Man
ask
brought back
Nano this
Gundogan.
question. Yeah, he's moving mad. Nano, do you think
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola's to blame for this season? For what we've seen from this Man City side? Remember, his wife has run away. She's taken the house, she's taken the kids, she's taken everything. So, do you
Heartbreak.
think his head is in the game?
That is a factor too. You know, funny enough,
And
I was having
and
this conversation.
one more thing, sorry. And also,
Yeah.
he said this side was good enough to go again. He didn't want to make no signings, only bringing in a wash kebab man Ilkay Gundogan. Sorry, go again. And Savinho.
Yeah. I think he did go for Mamouche them this January though, and
It's too late though. The damage was done, innit?
yeah, and I feel maybe he wasn't ready for what was coming. The truth is, I feel Rodri getting injured is still very instrumental in Manchester
Yeah.
City's downfall
Yeah.
in a way because it kind of destabilized the team. You know, they had formed this, super team on the kind of way they play. And yes, it is Pep's fault because, if you're a good coach and your team falls apart, you should be able to like mold them back together and, get them to play the way they used to play. If you're great and
Okay,
it's not about the players,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna stop you and challenge you because I
Okay.
think you're being very kind. You're being very kind. And the reason why you're being very kind, because you said Rodri's injury. Yeah? You said Rodri's
Yeah.
injury. How can you say Rodri's injury? Who has Arsenal had injured the whole season? What position's Arsenal in the league?
Yeah,
Are Arsenal not
that
second?
counts.
So
And
why so why is Arsenal second and Man City sixth with a better manager? Pep Guardiola is a better manager. How can one player cause you to collapse? Arsenal's had so many injuries, falling like flies. They're second, one team sixth. How? How can we give? That's a cop out. Surely it's a cop out.
well, you're right. You're right though. But I wasn't going to like solely put it on because it will be ludicrous of me to like solely put the Man City's downfall. I kind of said it was like the beginning, like a domino effect when one team falls, and then like he also mentioned, his wife, kicking him in the nuts and taking his.
Mm,
So yeah, I feel his head is not back in the game. Firstly, and
mm,
secondly, it, I think they lost this. There is something in the league. It has happened to the greatest teams too. There's something. There's this
what
hunger.
complacency? Mm,
And no, there's
complacency.
this aura you have, like there's this
Oh,
aura Man City used to have,
yeah,
going
it's
into
gone.
face games, and the truth is that most times those aura won them games because going and intimidating the team they are going to play. I
Yes.
don't see
Now
them
we're
having it
Going
talking.
anymore.
for you, yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't. They don't have that anymore. They don't have that weapon anymore. Like any team goes to face Man City now, and this
mm,
aura dwindled more when Arsenal beat them 5-1. It's like they were exposed. It's like they were like, called out for what
mm,
they were not. And everybody doesn't have that fear anymore going into face Man
mm.
City. And I feel they now feel intimidated going into matches. They don't feel as confident
Yeah.
anymore. They don't feel like, and the game is a mental game, and if it messes with their
Mm,
mentality, it's going to mess
yeah.
with the team's chemistry
Facts.
generally.
Yeah.
So not just the Rodri effects, but generally
Yeah.
there's a lot that's going on with Man City. And
Everything.
I'm right. I think what you said. I heard someone chatting on the internet saying that with what they've won and everything, that they
Mm,
deserve a season off. Like this is supposed to be their season off or something.
Yep,
But I
yep,
don't
yep.
think it's like I don't think it's like a season off thing because it will
yeah.
be hard for Manchester City even next season to compete and go after everything they are going unless they do make some drastic changes. It will still be difficult for them next season too.
Yeah. Twisty's not there, but the question that I was gonna ask
Guys.
anyway, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say is top five, say they finish sixth and win the FA Cup. Is this is this acceptable? Sixth and the FA Cup for Manchester City? The great Man City?
Bro,
Because if
what?
Arsenal finish sixth and won the FA Cup this season, I would want Arteta sacked. I would want him gone.
But wait,
So
why you would want
is
him
it
gone? Wait,
acceptable?
Black. Why you would want him gone is because he didn't win nothing last season. Not if he won the double or the
No.
treble like two
Yes.
seasons before.
No.
No, you
But
wouldn't want him gone.
that's no, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying to sack Guardiola. That's not what I'm saying. When I say
Yeah, yeah.
acceptable for their standards, would
For
they
the
have a
standards, yeah.
would
It's
you
like a
think they'll
it's
say
like a
they've had a
serious
good
fall
season?
off. Now
Yes.
it's like a
Yeah,
serious fall off from
if they
their
don't start
their
next
standards.
season strong, yeah, there's a possibility. But I think no matter what, they're not even gonna entertain that talk for the like end of season. Yeah, he is starting next season.
Yeah,
That's for
no,
sure.
but wait.
Almost.
Yeah, no, you're missing the question. I'm
Mm.
not even talking about Pep. I'm saying for their standards. Because do you think Guardiola will be happy finishing sixth in the FA Cup? Because that means they're in the Europa League. They're in the Europa League if they finish sixth and win the FA Cup. So I'm sure Pep's going to be furious.
These
Surely.
these man-made standards only came about how many years ago? Come on, man. I'm sure it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying?
No,
They don't
no,
really even have fans out here
I
crying
don't,
about their position. Do you hear their fans crying?
I don't,
We're
I
taunting
don't
them, but
think
they
it's
don't hear. I don't hear none of their fans complaining.
What?
I don't hear
Bro,
no
they're
City
going.
fan complaining.
Bro,
Really, online
they
they're not
some of
crying.
them want yes, some of them want Pep sacked. Some some of them are questioning Pep. It's only the kids that are not saying nothing. But most City fans I see, they got a lot of questions. They're questioning Pep this season
Yeah,
because it's his fault. It's his
rightfully
fault
so.
that they're in this position. No one's
Yeah,
no
rightfully
one with
so. But
sense, no one with sense is calling for Guardiola's head. That's a step too far. He de- he deserves at least 2 seasons.
he deserves
But
grace. Yeah.
at the same time, their owners don't think like you and me. You know, the Arabs, they
It's
only care about
business.
winning.
It's business.
They care about
It's
the results.
business.
Yeah, they'll get rid of that. That's what I'm saying. He's not. He didn't bring success to Man City, but he's maintained the level. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
upped it. Yeah, he's
He's
yeah.
sort of even stepped them up. But yeah, it's
Mm,
business as well.
yeah,
It's
man.
business. But
So
Pep's the best man for the job. Still, who they gonna get in there?
yeah, man. Yeah,
Theoretically
nah,
speaking.
yeah, nah. I don't even
Theoretically
entertain that.
speaking.
I don't entertain that. I'm not even gonna answer that question because
Yeah.
you get me. Like, I, bruv, I'm saying I don't think they'll get that, but we haven't seen their business. I think they'll still
Ima-
finish maybe second or third.
imagine,
Second or third.
imagine
Yeah,
they get rid of Pep and get Klopp. That would be the
headed for
funniest
Madrid.
play ever.
It- but that's what I'm saying. You know, with Man City though, that's one thing. Yeah, one thing I'll give them big credit for. Their owners, they would do the right thing. It's not like Arsenal, not like Tottenham, not like Liverpool, not like
They
Chelsea,
have a lot
not
of
like any.
emotional, sentimental, thing going on with
They're one
them,
of the
and they don't.
yeah, one of the best run clubs in the country, and you know their owners, they only care about winning. Our owners, they care about the money. Tottenham's owners, we know they want the money. Chelsea, the money.
They
Don't
want
be
the money
fooled that they're
forever.
spending all this money, but but they're also making money. Man United owners, they care about the money. Don't be fooled. That's why they were talking about building the stadium for the money. It's the money. So yeah, sooner or later, Man City, they'll be back. Whether it's, I don't think it's next season winning the league. They'll probably challenge, but I don't think they'll win it. But the season after, they probably will win it. That's my
No,
thoughts.
I think the Premier League is getting more dynamic and more.
It's
Okay,
changing. Yeah.
look at Forest for example. Whoever thought Forest could like pull off what they're pulling off right now? So,
Bournemouth, they're here to stay.
it's just you get it's just like what's happening to Tottenham and Manchester United, because
Mm,
like if you're not serious, nobody has that. Basically, nobody's seeing big clubs anymore. Every team is out to get it. Every team is out to eat it. Every team is out
mm.
to play and win.
Win
You get
something
so
now.
Make a
Yeah.
it
name.
was
Win
Make a
yeah
something.
name.
yeah
Yeah. No
yeah.
facts.
So and
But
every team is seeing that it can be done. Like you can go far. You can look at Newcastle. So yeah,
mm,
there are a lot of people on the line to challenge for the trophy. So I don't think Manchester City, if they just go on their little holiday and then come back, the Premier League is going to be there waiting for them. There are people that are going
they
to
ain't
fight them
even.
for it. So
And do you
yeah,
know why I'm even doubling down on what I'm saying that I don't think they'll win the league? They've got no pre-season. They're going to the Club World Cup, so they've got more games. They might even get more injuries before the start of the season. Everyone's gonna get a pre-season. Them and Chelsea, no pre-season, more football, no rest. We're all gonna get rest. They're gonna be playing, playing, playing. The players are gonna come back late, but it's gonna be
Boy,
interesting. But
it's not
yeah,
looking good.
the yeah, man. The last thing I want to say on this, so we'll leave that game. Manchester United, they play against Lyon. Alexander Lacazette, Maitland Niles. What do you think? Leon got something for Man United.
they definitely do it.
La,
Leon is a
Lacazette and them man.
yeah.
Lacanesh is
He
Lacanet the
has
threat.
he has he
I'll
has
be
he
honest.
has
I feel United is just gonna use them and like win the fans over. They're gonna have a decisive win, I feel.
What? So wait, do you think they
And
can
that and
scam a Europa
Leon's
League?
in good form as well.
Wait,
Huh?
do you think they can scam? Do you think they can scam a Europa League, bro? Do you think they can win the
It
whole
it
Nah,
Europa
it
but I
League?
feel they're gonna have a
it
decisive win against a big team in the Europa League, and I feel this is it. There's always that win United does to make all their fans know, yeah, we're United, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're bound to do it in the Europa League. Like if they won the Champions League, they would have beat like Bayern Munich by now. Just, yeah, like they like if it was them and Real Madrid, it's not. There's more of a chance. Obviously, there's a chance. Obviously, with Arsenal, not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
no,
get what you mean, though. I get what you mean.
I,
I get what you're
I
coming
know,
from. I get what you're coming
yeah,
from.
I know what you mean,
No,
but
Sometimes,
history. Yeah.
mm, mm,
So I
mm,
feel
I know
United,
what you mean,
Leon.
no.
Yeah,
but
United
they've
got
been
that 3-1
embarrassing
or
themselves.
3-0. Decisive
They've
win.
been embarrassing themselves in Europe recent years, but you know they can probably just scam this Europa League, man.
Yeah,
I can see them
That,
doing
yeah,
that
it.
man.
that's what I was trying to
They've got
say.
players that
Yeah,
want it
yeah.
as well.
It's
They've got
they do
players that
get that.
didn't
That's
come
what I
there
was trying
for
to say.
anything less than
And
trophies.
yeah,
Masraoui.
and
Brother,
I
they got
feel like they're trying to prove a point at this stage. Knowing where they are
mm,
in the league and knowing their performance this season. So I think they'll just go for it all out in the
Nothing
Europa,
but a
trying to,
final
like you
would do
said,
for United.
mm,
yeah,
yeah. Just like Chelsea
Nothing
too
but
in
a
the
final.
Conference League. I think Manchester United and Chelsea are going to get to the finals of. They're different, and it's going to be like a boost for their players, a boost for the coach
mm,
too going
It's
into
the
the
end of
next
the season
season.
for them
And
if they don't get there.
yeah, yeah,
Season
yeah.
ends in a
So
devastating result because out of all competitions and way down the table as well. That's mad.
mm.
That would be mad. They need a final. If not the win,
they
they
need
need
the
that
finals.
final at least.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
I was gonna do Liverpool, but I guess you've done the perfect segue because the team that's also playing in the conference, Chelsea. So I'm gonna put up some graphics for you because you know I like a little graphic.
Yeah.
So just sit back,
Man,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
take
bit
a
of
look at
graphics still. I'm a visual
look at
learner.
this look at the screen. I don't know if you can actually fully see this. So this is
Nah, I'm seeing
Chelsea's
it still.
Okay, same.
last 15 games. So they've only beaten Wolves, West
Tottenham.
Ham, Tottenham, Southampton, and Leicester. Five
Leicester.
wins in 15 games. And all of those teams were in the bottom five at the time. Bottom five or bottom six. So we look at this as well. Their last six away games in 2025. They've not won a game away from home in the Premier League. What do you think is happening at Chelsea? Because their first 16 games before the Everton game, because that was the game, if they beat Everton, they were going to go top. Do you remember? They were going to go
Yeah,
top.
yeah, yeah,
But
Stumbling
yeah,
then
block.
yeah, yeah.
Enzo Maresca and the players, they asked him, "Are you in the title race?" He said, "No, no, we don't do title race. Our aim's top four." They asked Madueke. He said, "Title? Who? Who's that? We don't know race. Title? No, we don't know that." So the pressure was there. There was talk of a title. Do you think the pressure kicked in and burst Chelsea's pipes, and that is why they are in this position as they are in now? Jump in.
Um,
Pressure for top four?
um, or
No,
pressure for title. No, it was
no.
pressure
It's a
for
big
title.
team pressure. They're always going to be under pressure. They're always going to be under pressure. He knew he came there for a bit of pressure.
Mm.
Do you understand?
But
Tuchel got sacked after getting them the Champions League. There's pressure
mhm,
at Chelsea. You can't say he doesn't know there's no pressure. That whole thing is that reverse psychology to make it look like, no. I'm not feeling the
Yeah,
pressure.
yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah,
What? No, I don't want to
yeah.
win the league. Just so if he wins the league, it's a surprise. No, I don't want to win the league so he can just creep up. Shut up.
Yeah, I
But
saw it
this
too
is
like that. I saw him doing it as reverse psychology, trying to play down the
mm,
mind, actually trying to take off the pressure from them because
Yeah.
they came at him telling him the Premier League, and he was like, nah, he doesn't just want players to focus and play. I don't think it affected them. I just think they're having a technical um, difficulty, relaying
yeah,
play because I think they have the quality of player. Like you said, they don't look like a
mm,
team that was spent 1.5 billion to put together. So yeah.
mm,
It's an
yeah,
expensive
because
team.
you can kind of look at it three ways. You can look at it like they believed they were in a title race. They believed they were in a
Of
title
course they
race,
did. Of
and
course they did then.
they believed that if they beat Everton, they had a good chance of winning the league. And then that's where the pressure got to them. Or you can look at it like they were actually believing they weren't in a title race, and then complacency kicked in, and now they're in this position. Or you can just say, you know what, first 16 games, no one had the data on that version of Chelsea. So teams sat back, studied them, and now the next 16 games,
That's what it
they've been
is.
found out. They've been found
What
out.
is was what they call the new manager bounce. I think that's what they call it online. That new
Like
manager
Ange.
bounce. Yeah.
Ange had it.
Yeah.
Ange had it the
Yeah.
season before. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
The new
yeah.
manager bounce. Then after a while,
Mm,
even
yeah.
Scott Parker's coming up to show some of them some tactics. Hey, Scott Parker's got
I
35 games unbeaten, he's on a streak. I took a screenshot of it. I was gonna send it to the group chat. I thought, nah.
oh
Enough about the
dear.
relegation battles.
Yeah, but the dead team,
Yeah,
that
bro.
man
So
said
that's what
Scott
they got
Parker.
was that new manager bounce. Oh, Nano's gone. New manager
Mm,
bounce. I don't think the pressure got to them then because it would have gotten to them anyway. Is it now that
mm,
the pressure wouldn't get to them? Like, you get what I'm saying?
mm,
They're out of the competitions. You get what I'm saying? Now the pressure would have been on them. You get what I'm saying? And they still got tough games to go. So, yeah,
yeah,
it's just, that's it. The new manager bounce. That's it. So Chelsea had a little
yeah.
new look to it. But nah, Bournemouth
Mm,
was underestimated for the season.
mm,
Fulham underestimated for the season. Nottingham Forest underestimated for the season. These teams offset the balance. These
mm,
teams
yeah.
took Wolves by surprise, got Wolves where they are right now, cuz.
Mm, mm,
You know what
mm.
I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
that's the Premier League, I feel like. You've got your game plan. Someone else is gonna come with a totally different game plan, like, and that could just be what is the game changer, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really about you've
Yeah.
done this in that league, whatnot. You know? The
Mm.
Premier League's not,
Nah.
yeah, it's techie. It's techie.
Mm,
Like that's why them
nah.
championship managers do well as well, actually. Because I don't know, man. Premier League, I think you need a bit of grassroots. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Premier League's
Mm,
difficult,
mm.
bro.
Nah,
Difficult.
definitely glad. But
So
yeah, so
Chelsea's just seeing that, man.
but yeah, bruv. So I kind of feel like they kind of been a bit found out, to be honest. I think that's where it is. It was kind of like Ange, when Ange had Tottenham firing. First 10 games, Tottenham fired. Yeah, we're gonna win the league. We're title competitor. Because they saw Arsenal the season before challenge. Yeah, Arsenal done
Mm.
it last year, so we're gonna do it this year. Sometimes you gotta wait. You see me, I always said Chelsea was gonna fall off. I knew it. I just sat back and waited. When I said that to Dills, I told Dills Chelsea, they're not in no title race. He started saying, "What you mean we're not in no like?" What I'm trying to say, like, don't let us finish above. What I'm trying to say, like. So the fans thought about it, but they didn't want to say it. They're like, "Nah, I always knew we'd get top four." They were
No, but
talking
like
out
you
both
once said
sides of
to
their
me,
mouth, man.
when I said something like that about Arsenal, if your team's got that much history and that much background, you can't fault the fans for showing a bit of chest, innit? You feel me?
No, but
Like if
they,
Chelsea's in the top three, Yeah, they are title
No,
contenders, isn't it?
but you know what it is though, bro. I I
Mm.
don't mind if you come out and show chest, but what they were saying is, yeah, we're not gonna win. We're not. We're, top four is the aim. Top four is the aim. We're not in the title race. Top four is the aim. Top four is the aim. They kept peddling out this message, but when I said what I said, you're biting. Like, what do you mean? So, is it top four or is it the title? You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
You know what it is? They wanted to do what they feel Arsenal should be doing, like just keep quiet and don't brag until you win the thing. You get what I'm saying? So they did, man don't even want, man ain't even trying to win the league. Man ain't even trying to win the league. You know when you feel like,
They don't
just
want
in
to be
case we don't
bantered.
win it, so you don't get trolled in it.
And
That's it.
but this,
That's it. It's
but
just, there's new.
what they fail to understand is we're gonna cook you either way. It don't matter. It don't matter, my guy. There's no saving you. Like whoever it is, Arsenal, we're getting cooked regardless. Even if we don't win if we lose the league on goal difference on the last day, we're still getting called bottle chops. That's just how it goes,
You know,
bro. So you might as
but
well
yeah,
enjoy
Arsenal
every
done very
game.
good though.
Mm,
Compared to the other teams, like the other top teams, you know what I'm saying? They're still in all like not what am I saying all competitions? They're still in
yeah,
both
Champions League.
competitions, isn't it?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? As it
uh,
stands, they're still in the Premier League
mm,
and Champions League, which are two
yeah,
big, they're the biggest, isn't it?
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So they're in the important competitions still.
yeah.
Last
And as you,
season, strong finish last season. So Arteta, I
mm,
can't lie to you, like I'm not
mm,
an Arsenal fan, but
yeah,
seeing what
uh,
he's doing there, like I don't know
mm,
what he needs to get over the line, but he's
yeah.
too close to get someone else. Do you get what I
But
mean?
yeah, no,
I think like if I
we'll
was an
come,
Arsenal fan, I'll be waiting to like
uh,
next season let Arsenal drop like
we'll
to
come to
sixth,
Arsenal,
seventh.
man.
Yeah,
We'll come to Arsenal anyway, man. We'll come to them,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I know but that's a lot, but hopefully Nano's back by then. Yeah, we'll come
yeah,
to
yeah,
Arsenal
yeah,
because
yeah.
look, this because we got a big preview coming up. People, don't go anywhere.
Don't
Don't
go
go anywhere.
anywhere.
So,
My bleeding guys.
my last question on Chelsea. I don't even think we need to look at this conference game. I don't know who they're playing. That's a nonsense. But will he
Yeah,
survive if they don't get top five, no Champions League football, even if he
he
wins the
shouldn't.
conference?
He shouldn't. Like
Yeah.
I said, Thomas
Mm,
Tuchel or Tuchel, however,
whatever.
got
Yeah.
sacked off. Like he got them the Champions League. Do you get what I'm
Mm,
saying? Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Like, what position did Graham Potter finish at? You get what I'm
12.
saying?
Well, no, he got sacked before. He
Fourth,
was
innit?
already. No, he was sacked. He was sacked. He didn't finish the
He was
season.
sacked. Didn't let him
He's
finish the
sacked.
season. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is a high
but
standard club, innit? So I don't feel if they call for his sack, yeah, he's not proven. You get what I'm saying? It's not like
mm,
say they're dealing with like Ancelotti. You get what I'm
mm,
saying? Like, who is he? Like, it's not like they're dealing with Klopp. They're dealing with like a serial winner. That they just say, nah, let him
yeah,
warm up, let him warm up. He's about to cook. He's about to cook. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, so if he's not doing it,
yeah.
what trophies has he got? I don't know.
Championship.
Championship.
Yeah,
He won the championship.
yeah, that's it.
Who are we talking about?
Maresca championship. That's all he won with Leicester. He ain't won nothing. Oh, that was
Okay.
Twisty's phone. I think he's about to drop out. It's like one in, one out, bruv. What you lot doing?
Nah,
Oh,
it's
he's
network,
back, yeah.
bro.
Yeah, nice calm anyway, man. But my kind of thing, yeah. They said Pochettino got sacked because he didn't get Champions League, even though we know he got sacked because he called out the board because they keep signing kids like this is a youth offenders scheme, fam. Like it's a youth club. They just want kids, kids, kids. Do you think, Nano, that it's right and fair for Pochettino if they allow Maresca to stay if he doesn't get top 4 or top 5?
Um, well, like you said, the reasons were obvious. Pochettino's issues with the board while he was at, Chelsea and all, and it wasn't a, a problem of really performance. Although they tried to find a way to make he wasn't really doing so great that moment. So yeah, Maresca, and the owners of Chelsea now, I think they're trying to go away from that old method of always, throwing their coaches away. So I think they'll give Maresca a chance. I think they'll allow Maresca one more season, even if he doesn't win the Conference League either. You get, which I'm not sure he's on course to, because I really don't see any team in the Conference League that is going to stop Chelsea unless they decide to bottle it. You get, so it's
Yeah.
theirs to bottle. Actually, it's theirs to bottle. So that alone is going to allow Maresca to get more stay and chance in Chelsea if he can
Yeah.
make that though.
Oh yeah. Man, wow. Chris, you ain't still here. Yeah, but okay, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
So,
I was replying some
alright then.
messages. Yeah.
Nah, don't watch that. We're gonna go on to
So,
Tottenham now anyway. We're gonna go on to Tottenham. You're gonna get your
days.
time, man.
Oh,
We've had enough of that Chelsea.
days.
Wait. Do you know how mad it is? We didn't even speak about the game. 0-0. Shocking game.
What?
We really
Brentford?
didn't speak about. Brentford should have won. Brentford should
It
have
wasn't
won.
worth to speak. Like, it's just a bunch of people just running up and down Mandem FC. Like, it's just, oh my days.
Bro, but Brentford literally should have won that. I seen Damsgaard should have scored. He missed the ball. The next defender headed it in front of the goal
That
wide.
was a baller
And
still.
Buemo smashed the ball. Like, bro, Chelsea got moved to in that game. So there's big problems for them. Big problems. I don't even know if
True.
you want to touch
True.
on that game, Nano, but yeah. If you don't, we
I didn't
can move on
really.
to Tottenham.
No, I
I
didn't
didn't catch
really
the
watch
game
the
like
game.
that. I just saw
I
Bruv,
the
didn't really
don't,
catch
highlights,
the
innit?
game.
don't worry, man. But
It, it, it,
Chelsea,
it was it was generally would I say boring week, you get, because
it's the
why I say
worst.
boring is because yeah, even okay, imagine teams that are not really used to winning, like Tottenham winning this week. So the week was
Yeah.
just generally boring. The week was just generally upside down and all.
Yeah.
Fair,
So
fair, fair,
That's
fair,
that's
fair, fair,
that's the perfect segue.
fair,
Perfect
fair.
segue. A team like Tottenham that doesn't usually
you know,
win, but
they
they
got a win this week,
finally
and I was
no,
Them
like,
3 points.
they
I was like,
We took
finally
them
got
3 points
okay.
this weekend, you know.
they got their win. And look at this. This is the result. Breaking news. Sky Sports News understands manager Ivan Juric has left Southampton after the club was relegated after being beaten up by Tottenham yesterday.
Yeah,
Of
he
course,
made history.
I need,
They said
I
he made
need, I
history.
need.
The first Premier League manager to leave with 7 games left. Like, to be relegated with 7 games left. Like, he made history. Southampton hates
Bro,
his
Yeah.
guts.
but
They're
they
gonna
can't
have a
hate his gut.
signboard that says "Don't be like this guy in Southampton."
My brother, there's still history to be made. This is the problem because there's still. How many points did Derby County get? I believe, was it 12 or was it 10? Let
And
me check.
when I saw the fixture with Tottenham, I was like, okay, sure, this is the only match Tottenham is going to win, because Southampton
Ah,
just doesn't know how to not concede goals, and I knew Tottenham was going to, finally get
to
the
be
win against
honest,
them.
I just hope we
Yeah,
get to
Bruv.
the Europa League final.
Mm.
with
So,
Manchester United. Yeah, do you think he would fancy a chance with Manchester United?
100%. We've got a good record this season and last season.
yeah, they beat
Hundred
them 3
percent.
times. One
Hundred
second. So,
percent.
so
We would love
Southampton
to
are
see
on
United
10.
there.
Wait, what's that? Nah, that's not even it.
Our best chance of
Where
getting the
is it?
trophy is actually United if I deep it. based on
Yeah.
stats.
So wait, Southampton's actually got 10 points.
Yeah, just 10
Oh,
points, bro. In
they
in
wait. No,
28
they just
games,
need
bro. Sorry, wait, how
they
many
just
games?
need
28,
one.
right?
No, 31. But
31.
but they just
Fuck.
need one more point to equal Derby County's record. So I don't
Bro, that
think they're
means
gonna get the record.
they've got like
If
they've
they
got
got
20
seven
draws.
games,
Nah,
they
wait.
got seven.
What? They've got 10 draws.
What should
No,
be
7 draws and just
one win?
nah. They
No, no,
must
I think they got two
they
wins.
must
They
have
got
one
two
win.
wins. 2 wins and 4 draws, bro.
Who did they
Two.
beat?
Tottenham, nah, it's not.
Nah, can't be us. I was just about to say can't be us. Can't be. I think
It
maybe
has to be
Leicester.
Tottenham. It has to be
It
Tottenham. It
has to
has
be.
to be
He Dr.
Tottenham at
Tottenham.
one point.
As Leicester. I think it was
No,
Leicester still.
uh,
Or
it
Ipswich.
must be Leicester. It's probably both of them, Leicester and Ipswich. It must be. But
Mm,
how could
I think I saw
anyone
that
lose to
stuff.
this? Hey, but yeah, bruv, Twisty, chat to us, man. Chat to us about your Tottenham, and I'm sure you watched
It's
that
peak,
game,
innit?
man.
Like what else can I say? It's peak, innit? Like I'm just saying, yeah, because
Brennan
all
got
the
the
coaches
double,
that
man.
come, all the coaches that come seem to not win at Tottenham, then leave Tottenham, then win. So it's clear enough it's not the coach, is it? So
It's a
I'm not
curse, bro.
too keen to say Postecoglou out, actually. You get what I'm saying? I can't
I
say
heard you
that.
guys saying. I heard you guys saying the early season that Angie always wins something in his second
Wins the
season.
second season.
Ah,
Yeah. So
That was
maybe
before
it's
he
the
came to
Europa.
Tottenham.
Maybe it's the Europa. Maybe he's going to
Now he's
leave the
part of the
Europa
family. He
this.
ain't winning nothing. He's
what he
part of the
said
Tottenham
is,
family. That was before he joined Tottenham. So now
what he
he's
said
gonna
is
make do with
cursed.
that top 4 shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what? You know what? The worst position we've been in so long, actually. Very bad position.
Mm,
You know, but
yeah,
what can I say? What can I say? I had high hopes for the season, so that's why I'm disappointed. I had very high hopes for
yeah,
this season. Very high hopes. So the injury of Van der Ven and Romero happened. It seemed to throw us off. So since then, it's just been one rubbish tactic after the other. We've just been taking losses after losses, you know. So yeah, I don't know. The season just went downhill. Can't really blame the manager. Can't really blame all the injuries. I don't know, man. It's just a Tottenham problem. They're just not playing with the
yeah.
desire anymore. They stopped playing with
That's
the
what I was gonna
desire after
say.
like the first 10 games. Like the desire just went. You get what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah,
didn't want to fight for the top 4. All right, cool. The league's gone, but you know, the desire went. So as soon as we just from each competition we left, the worse it got. Each competition we get eliminated from, the morale's is getting low. It's like we can't even get a draw against a rubbish team no more. Not a rubbish team, but there was no team in the Premier League that is rubbish. But we can't get a draw against a
Southampton is
team that's a
rubbish.
sure bet. Yeah. So the morale just kept dropping. So it's just a Tottenham problem. They're not thinking like winners. They're not thinking like, they're just thinking, let me just get signed out of here, man. You know, just I don't know, man. Because I think we've got some top quality players. You know why? Because when I looked at it and thought, whoa, we could get relegated. And I just looked at the players we've got. I thought, nah, I don't think we can get relegated with this much quality. With
yeah,
this much quality, I don't think so. Even if like players are getting injured up like back to back, we've got
bruv.
quality.
You know what I saw? Yeah, I
Mhm.
saw the craziest stat I've ever seen, bruv. Bruv, they said, yeah, they said, but I might even have it here. If I have it here, nah, I don't even have it, bruv. But they said that Wolves, you see,
Yeah.
Wolves' manager has picked up more points than all of the promoted sides put together.
Huh?
Since he's been here, he come in December. Since December, he's picked up more points than all three of them put together.
Nah. That bottom race has made it easy. You see that bottom race? Made it easy this
Yeah,
season.
you
Made
can't
it
get
easy.
any
I don't
worse.
think it will be so easy with Leeds next season, though.
What Leeds, Burnley, who's the other one
Because you
now?
know what, yeah? Because they're
Sheffield,
returning
Sheffield.
again.
Yeah, it's
It's
too
not going to be
much.
too easy.
You know what it is? Who's the teams? What? Ipswich, Southampton, and Leicester. You know what it is? You're right, because you, the the common denominator with these sides is their stadiums. It's not scary. It's not scary to go to these places and play. Who's scared to go there? You go to Leeds and these places, you know the fans are hooligans. They might smash your bus, bro. Imagine
It's an
Sunderland's in the
established
Prem.
club. It's like Newcastle.
Yes, Sunderland in the Premier League. You know, you go Stadium of Light. It's a dangerous stadium. It's,
Bolton Wanderers,
it's
bro.
yes, it's a long journey. You're coming back on that coach, sad, bro. You go what Southampton? Come on, you're going
Pumpy.
Southampton. Yeah, you're going Southampton. You're probably having a night out. You're going to the town. It's like, yeah,
Pumpy.
we're going Southampton. Let's go to the seaside and chill out. Bruv, people are calm when they go to these destinations, bro. There's these sides, man. Just get out, man. Leicester, Southampton, and Ipswich. Bruv, this
Portsmouth.
is you're the worst promoted sides I've seen come up. Get out of here. Get out.
Scat.
Bruv,
Day one.
because they've left
But
with a
Leeds
whimper.
ain't going
They
down. I
even
don't think
tried.
so.
But hopefully it's Everton. But I doubt it with Moyes.
Nah, Everton ain't ever going down, bro. And I hope they
Bruv,
don't.
they've been skating on thin ice for like 5 years.
They've been hit with points after point deduction.
They're still here. They're the
Who was their
definition
manager
of a
when they was
bad
getting
spell.
hit with them point deductions?
What, Daesh? You know who's Daesh?
Right, that
Rachel
guy came in
Daesh.
and did a mad thing. He came in and did a mad thing, like
He
almost
saved them.
undisputed fam.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
saved
he
them.
saved them.
Yeah, man. He saved their bacon. But yeah, man. Thoughts on the game, though, man. Brennan Johnson, 2 goals. Thoughts on it, man.
Yeah, 2 goals, not the best goals, but yeah, good, decent finish. You know, just there with the right place, right time, I suppose. The game,
Yeah, man.
not much to say about the
You look,
game. It's Southampton, isn't it?
yeah, you battered them, bro. I swear it was like eight shots on target, bruv.
Yeah,
It just
but
looked like
it was expected.
chance
You know what
after
I'm saying?
chance, bro.
I wanted to see a Bergvall goal because that kid's been putting in the work all season. You know, I wanted him to get his
Yeah,
confidence up to
got
actually start hitting the net.
got disallowed, innit?
Yeah. So I actually wanted to see more from him in that regard. Yeah, they should have given Mickey more of the minutes, but I think they couldn't even risk a draw or L. No, them ones there, but I think we should have given the youngsters a goal still. But
Yeah, man. Bruv,
man
so
played the full squad.
I'm just reading, yeah. I'm just reading the laws. It says outside their penalty area, a goalkeeper is treated like any other player. A handball offence results in a direct free kick and potentially a yellow or red card depending on the situation. Do you know why I'm saying that? Did you see what Aaron Ramsdale did?
Nah.
He handballed outside the box, bro.
Okay.
Bruv, that's a red card. Bruv, from what I remember, it's a red card, fam.
Nah,
You can't do that.
but that's what I'm saying. It could be a yellow or red though. It's discretion,
Bruv,
innit?
but it's something. He got nothing. The ref didn't even book him. This weekend, these
His
referees have
boys.
been on banner, fam. They've been on banner, fam. Do you think they just felt sorry for Southampton and said
No,
these
you
lot
know
are
what? Yeah,
relegated?
yeah. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Last game, innit? Like he thought, even if they could scrape a draw, just keep the ball rolling a bit longer for them, innit? You get what I'm saying? Because if they got a
But
draw, Obviously, it would have kept them for maybe one more game. Obviously, they're gonna play all their games, but imagine playing all your games knowing you've been relegated already.
But this is my problem with VAR and referees. They're always picking and choosing, and this is the problem. This is why we're shit in this. We're shit. We've got shit referees in this league. It's a shambles. Picking and
Yeah.
choosing. Michael Oliver, he said he didn't send off. He didn't send off Kovacic for 2 yellow cards because uh he didn't want to ruin the game. And then Trossard kicked the ball away. red red card. I thought you didn't want to ruin the game. What happened? They referee different standards, bruv. It's a shit, bruv.
Mm.
Bruv.
Now they got
Yeah.
teams that they support. Michael Oliver's yeah, I mean, he's a United man.
He's somewhere, blood. I don't know who he is, blood. He's one of the Uniteds, blood. There's many Uniteds, Leeds United, Newcastle United. He's United somewhere.
He's United Saturn.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Chat to me about your Europa League first leg, man. Who you lot backing? Is it Eintracht Frankfurt? Are you home or
Yeah, we
away?
got Frankfurt, Ekitike and them man there. Ekitike and them man there.
He's a man in
So
demand.
that's what I'm saying. Like anything could happen. Tottenham is a Premier League side that did get to the final of the Champions League. You know, maybe our history could sort of like go. You get what I'm saying? Art of war.
Well,
Maybe we could sort of intimidate them before we get there. Maybe they could see, best stadium in Europe. Oh, number
mm,
5, number 6 richest club in the world. Maybe that could
you have got
go in our favor. Huh?
you got two Europa leagues, formerly known as the UEFA Cup. So
Yeah.
you
So
never know.
like
Try
maybe
to.
that could go in our favor. So I don't know. Based off the season performance, I wouldn't think we're gonna do bits, but Frankfurt, they're not doing as good as they should be this season either.
But they recently won that Europa League. I think like 2-3 years ago. So it's gonna be a tough ask for you, said.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're no mugs. You get me.
No. Therefore, no walk in the
The-
park, but it's a good setup for us to win. If we could get them out of
mm,
the way, show me.
you're away the second leg. I think.
No, I feel we could do something. 2-0.
Yeah,
Then
you need to beat them
then a
comfortably.
1-1 away.
Yeah, no fairs, but I don't really know. But I reckon that score
Nah.
could be anything. But
I think we're
I
gonna
guess the
concede.
yeah, I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm gonna say 2-1, man. I'm a back Tottenham, man. I'm a
Yeah, I'm a
back
back
you lot.
Tottenham still.
I still think
Not
you're gonna go
sentimental.
out. Yeah, just like I think Arsenal. Oh, we'll get onto it, but I'm a back Tottenham in it. You get me? So that's Tottenham. I think let's go on to the leaders. Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
them salty
So
fans. How am I winning the
so
league and still salty?
that's crazy. I said they're the most
Fam, they
unhappy.
wanted to
They're
win
the
the
most
quadruple
unhappy.
on my man's first season
Well, how in the
and keep all the
quadruple, lad?
and keep Trent.
Mm, but Van Dijk, Salah
Liverpool,
still
yeah,
not
man.
signed. Yeah, but did you watch that game though? Like
Yeah,
they
man.
got
I saw that
absolutely
one. I saw they needed that
fisted
still.
up. Like they got fists up, bro. But
Yeah, they were
did you
humbled. They got
see that?
humbled still. If
But
they
but you
got,
see,
huh?
VAR tried to rob Fulham. They should have had a
Yeah,
penalty in the first 5 minutes. The goalkeeper took out the player, and then by their standard, what Lewis Skelly did, Van Dijk in the same action smashes into my man. I think Van Dijk also elbowed someone in the head. What's going on? And have you seen the stats?
Pull up the stats and
Liverpool.
you got them.
Uh, wait,
Now
where is it,
Liverpool got
man?
smoked. I was happy.
Yeah, blood. Yeah, man. Chat to me about the game while I pull it up anyway, man. Chat
Yeah,
to
man, they
me,
got
blood.
cooked. They got cooked. If this is Liverpool's performance like midway through the league, nah, they're not winning none. They're kind of
Hmm.
taking their foot off the gas. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not looking as they're not looking like convincing league leaders right now. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
But
They're not looking,
but
you know.
I've kind of I've kind of been saying this all season though. Like I don't like I've never really like yeah, they're
They're not
winning the
looking
league,
convincing,
but
innit? They're not looking like champions. They're not playing like it.
no, they're just better than everyone else, innit? Best of a bad bunch, as they say. You get me? This is best out of a bad bunch. I can't even find it, yeah. Actually, no, I know where it was, but basically, anyway. So they're saying that Nano's back. Let him chat to you anyway, man. Yeah,
Sorry,
man.
bro. Technical issue.
Literally, we're just talking about the Liverpool game anyway, Nano, man.
Fulham,
They
Liverpool.
got absolutely cooked, bruv. What do
Yeah,
you think about that? Mm,
I was Liverpool. Well, like I said, I don't feel they have any pressure on them anymore, so they're just
Yeah,
exercising and
easing
not
off.
putting their all into games anymore. I think that's what it is basically, and yeah, and secondly, they're like I said, they're Arsenal is not really giving them the pressure in the second position, so they can afford to slack, they can afford to relax, they can
yeah,
afford to throw some games really good. So I think that was what it
mm,
was with the Fulham game because I remember Arsenal playing
yeah,
Fulham, and
yeah. But
how we tried to get to win them or no, but
but that's why I
let's
get
see. Let's see
angry
their
though.
next game. Liverpool's next game will decide.
Bruv, it's probably like Leicester, I think. Some easy team. Like Liverpool gonna absolutely
More
move them, man.
draws, and Arsenal
I
could
don't think
just
so.
stay
I think it's like
consistent
the
in
Palace.
winning. I think Arsenal
Mm.
can still nick this. It depends. It's dicey. It's
If Arsenal
Wait,
had
you
gotten the
still
3 points at Everton, yeah, maybe those were
yeah, man.
crucial,
11 points is way too much. Like we ain't catching them, man. That's
If we got
way
that,
too
if
much.
we got all
yeah.
that
As
3 points, that would have been 9 points or 8 points, isn't it?
like especially with this, what we're watching. Look at this. Look at this propaganda. So
Mm.
Liverpool, 9 penalties awarded, the most in the league. Liverpool, 1 penalty conceded, the least in the
Yeah, them
Are
Liverpool
they
owners are
live?
tweaking.
Are they Liverpool?
We saying lobbying,
Yeah,
politics.
but they're calling them Liverpool, you know.
That
Nah,
man
but
there.
in all seriousness though, like realistically, like that's why I'm so angry this season. I'm looking at this Liverpool side. They haven't been all that. And if we applied pressure,
not really,
bruv,
not
they
really,
would have
not
crumbled.
really,
They were ready.
not
I
really.
said,
You know,
I said it. They've been ready to crumble.
yeah, not
They
really.
haven't looked too
And
convincing.
Arsenal doesn't know how to put in that pressure. If it was Man City in their form
No,
that
they would
was
have
in the
crumbled. Trust
position
me.
Arsenal, that was in the position Arsenal where Man City will still keep on the pressure. Pep knows how to
Bro,
chase the whoever is in front of him. He knows, just like a car race
Yeah,
that you're chasing somebody and the person loses control and just crashes up and you just
bro,
yeah.
move ahead of him. Yeah, Pep knows
I
how to do that,
reckon,
but
I reckon even now, 7 games to go, 11 points ahead. I reckon Pep could still make this Liverpool side bottle. I reckon that's how much PTSD and the
Yeah.
psychological
Well, yeah.
effects that he's left
Yeah.
on Liverpool.
True.
Their
True.
fans will start
True.
panicking. Because look,
True.
why are Liverpool fans? They're so they're edgy. Like you mention anything, you mention
Liverpool might not win the league, you know.
huh?
I'm just deep in it. 7 games to go, right?
So they
Yeah.
need to win 3 more games.
Ooh. They need to win 3 games. That's 21
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
7
They
games, that's
just need
21 points.
yeah, but
If they lose 3
they need
games, that's it. If Arsenal gonna win all 7 and if they lose 3, that's it.
yeah, but come on, man. Look what just happened.
They lost 1.
Arsenal, we've
Pull up their
done
fixtures.
this,
Pull up the fixtures. Let's see if a bottle
bro.
job's coming.
Bro, we've just seen what Arsenal's done. We couldn't be Everton.
Let's see the bottle companies, man. Let's see. Man.
Hey, this is propaganda.
Let's see where the bottle company's gonna land.
It is propaganda, bro. You know, the truth is, I reckon Arsenal is going to lose a game before Liverpool actually loses their next game. Like, I'm betting on Arsenal to lose, you know, inside the 7 games remaining more than Liverpool to lose. So
Pull up the
that's how
fixtures.
I
Let's
feel
see.
it.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Both teams' fixtures, then just compare them. And let's see who's gonna get 5 wins out of 7.
Bro, neither. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I see it earlier, you know. I probably muted them because there's these mutants. They keep
Arsenal still has Liverpool, right? They're still going to face each other. They still have a
Yes.
game to face each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the last 3 games. It's Liverpool. Yes, we saw this. It's a decider.
So you
The
see,
title race not over, you know.
if Arsenal can keep the mentality
Yeah,
and if
for real. Like if
you
Liverpool
know,
loses
there's
the next
something
game, if
there's
Liverpool
something I
loses the
wanted to
next
say.
game, pressure's on.
There's something, pressure's on, but you know, can Arsenal keep that pressure? You know, that's the question. Can Arsenal give them that chase? Can Arsenal? To me, Arsenal is not even looking deadly enough. They're not looking hungry enough. You know, it's about mentality, and no matter how hungry the mentality Arsenal have, it's not going to affect Liverpool if they still have a solid mindset on their remaining games and all. So I feel it just depends on, you know, keeping our fingers crossed, and Liverpool actually do have more games. You know, it's just left to
Wait.
keeping
So
our fingers
these are the
crossed, and
games, yeah?
yeah,
so
these are
we
the
go
games.
from the
Everton, the
West
Merseyside
Ham.
Derby.
No, you go from the West Ham game that's been played. So
Where?
West Ham,
The West Ham,
and
Brentford, and then Arsenal, Brentford.
then
The
Leicester and
second,
Ipswich. So, but I'd say both teams are winning. Actually, no, I'd say both teams are winning the next 2 games. That's what I'll say. Then Liverpool got Tottenham,
Wait,
Chelsea,
fam,
Arsenal,
Liverpool's not
Brighton,
winning
and
5
Norwich.
games.
Yeah, I
they
didn't
have
say they
Tottenham, they
would.
have
I
Chelsea, they
said,
have Arsenal, they have
I
They've
said
got
Brighton.
neither.
You
Brighton.
know,
They've got Crystal Palace.
I said
They've
neither
got
side's winning 5 games.
Bro, if they lose at West Ham, that's it. The downfall started, bro. That's it. They're fighting Leicester City that's trying to stay up as well, you know. Leicester
But
City needs each game, bro.
Leicester
Leicester's
City ain't
done.
doing.
But that's
Leicester's
what I'm saying.
Big
finished.
man,
No.
They're
It's
done.
different from like
big man,
playing a team
big
that has
man,
nothing to lose. They've got a
bro.
lot to lose by losing any game. They're gonna give it everything they've
But
got.
bruv, they have absolutely nothing to lose, bro. They've got nothing to lose. Stuff. They haven't got anything to play for. They haven't scored. They're 008, not 007. They've not scored in 8 matches.
And that's crazy
Can
because even today they lost in their home to Newcastle. Yeah, I know Newcastle is good and all, but come on,
bro,
in your
No,
home. You can't
Jacob
even like pull off.
Murphy. Jacob Murphy scored 2 goals. Jacob Murphy. Like, just deep it. Can you imagine? Salah's not scored in 6 games, but I promise you he's going to score
Mhm.
against them. I promise you he's going to score against Leicester City.
He can't
Maybe
Probably
wait.
get a
next month.
penalty too. Probably get a penalty too.
Ex-
Then.
Oh, yeah. What's that penalty number 25 for Liverpool? Hey, but yeah, but let's talk
What's
about
stop
the
numbers?
game though, man. We ain't really talked about a lot of these games. Liverpool, some of the defending in this game was absolutely shocking. Robertson finished, washed. He's another one. Leave
I
the
don't know where his
football
mind
to
was at.
Lucy.
And crossed the ball into the box.
He's been shocking all season. Liverpool fans been cussing him all year round. So I get this guy out. We need a left back. We need a left. I didn't understand why. I was thinking, why would you get rid of him? This guy's been one of the best left backs in Premier League history. But after that performance now, he's got to go. Enough's enough. Just get rid. Enough's enough. Send him to Rangers or Celtic, man. That's the best place for him. Yeah, man. And then Konate. Bruv, Konate, he's you see Gabriel 3, 4 seasons ago. That's Konate, the Bozo gene. And do you know how many times this guy gets away with stuff? Look at the PSG game. He should have got a red card. I don't know how he didn't get a red card. Last man, he decides to push the player down. But that was a clear red card. Then he tried to do a Zidane turn, a Zidane 360 turn in the box. How? And then look what happened.
With his
The
with his
the
with his 43 ball control
but
rating.
then Pereira gets the ball, he passes it. Kelleher smashes, smashes the player, takes him out. Then Van Dijk smashes someone as well, no penalty. So the ref was even trying to help Liverpool, but they didn't. So, Nana, what's your thoughts on this? Because Iwobi, Muniz, Sessegnon, all of these players cooked Liverpool badly, badly. What did you think of
This
Fulham's
thing
performance, man?
got into a lot of space.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Let's give some credit to Fulham, man.
like I said,
Because
giving
it's
some
actually Liverpool's first loss in 26 games, first away loss.
you
So
get so that's why I wanted to say, just one loss in 26, and the match that they lost and the time that they decided to lose the matches. I always believe that if you're going to win the league, you should win your important matches. And frankly, to me, this match wasn't really important for Liverpool. Like I said, I
yeah,
feel they felt relaxed. I feel they true, although they don't have any other competition that you say they're really resting their players for, or they're trying to go for well, I just feel generally they're just trying to pick the matches that they lose and the matches that they go on to put their all into. So they're out of the
mm,
Champions League, they're out of every league. So maybe this point
mm,
is just resting their players and not going full trust all the way to the end, just seeing it slowly to the finish. I think that's what really happened because watching no disrespect to the Fulham players, but watching Liverpool, yesterday they didn't really have that spark, they didn't really have that flair, that they usually use and um,
but
apply when they're chasing games and all. So
yeah, but you could
watching the
also
team that
say, I'm gonna say you could look at it both ways. Yeah, I think they saw Arsenal drop points, so they were just their
yeah,
mentality
yeah, yeah,
weren't there.
yeah, yeah. I,
But
I I would
but
do the same thing.
I was gonna say, but Fulham did draw 2-2 with them, and they were beating them 2-1 at Anfield. So maybe Fulham just got their number.
You could say that. You could say that too. You could say that too
Mm,
because the truth is, Fulham are not an easy side. They have this unpredictability to their play.
mm.
The day you're not expecting them to put up a fight, they put up a very tough fight, and even if you get to beat them, it's not as easy as
Yeah, you have
it
to work
gets.
for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So Fulham, yeah. Credit to the players, credit to the coach. They had a really good gameplay yesterday. I feel they should have even gotten more at some point because they came out
Mm,
to play. But like I said, uh, watching Arsenal draw and not really going full throttle. And I'm
yeah.
just trying to lay low and relax and see it to the end. So,
Speaking of Arsenal, I think we're ready. We're ready for the main event, man. We're ready. So, Arsenal drew 1-1 against Everton. And, bruv, the game, in the grand scheme of things, it don't really matter. But, bruv, this penalty decision, we need to talk about this penalty decision. Do any of you, firstly, think that that was a penalty? That's what I want to know.
um,
Oh,
I wouldn't give it a penalty. I felt lost when the referee gave it. Not lost actually. I felt you know watching the whole season actually. We've gotten a lot of decisions. That is Arsenal. We've gotten a lot of decisions given against us. So I
Mm,
wasn't really surprised at the call because I'm used to referees not just that. You see what happened at the end of the game when uh, there was there was
oh,
no
yeah.
foul. Trossard raised his foot. You get, and the referee called the foul, ended the game, and started the game again just so that they could take their free kick. Because I'm thinking to myself, why would you start a game you've already ended just because it was going towards Arsenal? So, like, imagine Everton got a goal at that moment. It would have been the most controversial, it would have been the most insane kind of goal happening. And, it would have given Arsenal fans, more things to talk about, the referees being against them the whole season. So, yeah,
Mm,
there's been a lot. In fact, I was reading through an article and it's about 12 to 15 points, almost the same points Liverpool are using to top us right now, that
mm,
Arsenal has lost due to bad decisions and
yeah.
callings at
De-
the
Declan
Premier League
Rice. Declan Rice for Brighton.
against,
Trossard
yeah, yeah,
Against Brighton.
Manchester,
Trossard against Manchester City.
against Man
Bearing
City.
in mind, no other teams have had players sent off for kicking the ball
For
away. It's
exactly the
only
same.
after Arsenal got
Exactly.
players sent off and now they've stopped that rule. The rule no longer exists. They've abolished it. And then who else? We've got uh, the Lewis
Saliba,
Skelly.
Saliba against Mount, Lewis
Brighton, the
Skelly.
header.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man.
and
There's
the
been
header
those
too.
games, man. Yeah,
So
man.
it's it's
But this, like sometimes I feel like you make your own luck, and we just haven't been good enough. I feel like, yeah, if we were
I feel
actually
you.
good this
I feel you.
season
I feel you.
and
I
then
feel
the
you.
referees was robbing us, I'd be so pissed off, like. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
You
man. I'm
can.
just. You have to just
You know,
take it, take it on the chin, man.
I was saying this. I was saying this sometime even earlier. Not just even now. I don't feel Arsenal has the
Smash the
intensity
like button,
that they.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't
No,
think
no,
Arsenal
carry on,
had
bro.
the. I know. I don't think Arsenal had the intensity they had last season. You know, and the last two seasons, they had this fight that I'm not seeing in them this season. They had this, yeah, there were some bad calls last season too, from the referee's angle that cost us some points too. But then there was more hunger, there was more strive. You could see the desire
Yes.
in their eyes. They just they just started the season well, just up
Mm,
until November and December, and from then on it was just, you could see them just managing to get through games. You could see them just managing to win through games. It wasn't like
yeah,
the last season that they were so dominant in almost every game that they played, and they were edged out. Even playing City in City's best form, we beat
yeah.
City and they weren't even in their best form, and we beat them. You
Mm.
know, I remember the last
That's the
season
thing.
competition playing City, when we were playing City in
Ar-
their best form,
Arsenal of last year
and it
win
was
this
still
league.
difficult for.
Arsenal of
Yeah,
last year win this
I
league.
said that. I said that.
16
I
out
said
of
that. I said
18.
that earlier.
You win the league, bro.
I
Liverpool would have crumbled under this much. That 16 wins out of 18, that would have been enough to send Liverpool over the edge. They would
Yeah,
have collapsed.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah.
we just didn't do it.
I totally agree. I totally agree with you 100% because Arsenal last season would have really given Liverpool a run for their money. Not just that, Arsenal last season had the intensity, to go for the win. And
Mm,
the truth is, we just had Manchester City, which was the best team in the world last season. So that's why they just won the league because the truth is they were just a better team. They just had a more formidable team and all. So um,
mm,
Arsenal last season, if Man City had fallen off, they would have really because come on, Liverpool ain't doing much if we're thinking about it. They're just even just making their way through the teams that they're playing, and it's not like they're A1 and they're Arsenal last season were winning matches 5-0, 6-0, 4-0. We had that range, we had that capacity, we had that a match with 5-0 and then there are five different players on the scoreline. We don't have that anymore. This season where
no.
the beginning of the season we're depending on that corner tactics,
Corner.
and at the point it
Corner
stopped
FC.
working. You get at the
Mm,
point it stopped working and they had to start re-evaluating themselves and trying to find other
yeah.
options and solely
Mm,
relying on Saka. And when Saka got injured, they had come on man, there are a lot of problems and there are a lot of problems
yeah,
there.
man.
So Arsenal and Arteta really need to redefine their drive. They need to redefine their goals. They need to know what they're actually going for. You know,
Yeah,
us
man.
last
That
season facing Madrid, I wouldn't be scared the way I'm, scared now because look at us. You get, look at us now. Last
hey,
season, I would have been going to face Madrid like with my chest because I know Arsenal could go there and pull something
yeah,
off and all. But
hey.
nah,
So what my hey Twisty, what I wanna say,
bro.
yeah, what you see what they're doing to Mars Lewis Skelly. So the word on the curb is they're targeting him like the CID used to target the Mandem in '09. Because in
Mhm.
'09, '09 was the highest stop and search rate in the UK's history. Why
Mhm.
did they keep targeting Mars Lewis Skelly? Because he got sent off, we know it when a red card. This penalty, if it was another player, we seen Van Dijk. They're saying Van Dijk should have had 8 decisions go against him, 8 penalties. So
Yeah,
how is people targeting Lewis Skelly? Why is he being targeted? They said, he wasn't humble enough against Haaland, even though Haaland went into his face and told him, "Who the fuck are you, you little kid? Who the fuck are you?" Then he scores, he dunks on him, and he does the celebration. Then he gets his first England call up. This is meant to be a magical moment for a young boy. You get to play for your country. Then what did they do? They're saying that he was popping gang signs. They're saying he's a gang member. This is a young boy. He just wants to play football. Why is he being targeted? Or do you think he's not being targeted and he's just stupid? He needs to calm down. What do you think?
You know what I would say is, the faster you blow up is like when you just blow up. There's gonna be people that just hate you for no reason as well. He sort
Mm,
of just popped out of the blue as well, just blew up.
mm.
It's
Yeah,
not
he
like
got a
say a
yellow card.
Declan Rice that was already
He,
doing
but
bits in West
hey,
Ham.
twist.
then come
He
over,
got a
yo.
yellow card before he made his debut. He was a
Well,
sub
really?
warming up on the pitch. Yeah, he was warming up. I think against Liverpool or Man City. I don't know. I think he was warming up on the side of the pitch, and he was time wasting. I think he kicked the ball to give me a yellow card.
Shithousery.
Before his appearance.
Shithousery.
But he's good though. He's good though. I believe a lot in the boy, and
Yeah,
I
so
feel that's part of
Oh,
what's
but
that's part of.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
Twist to go.
yeah,
Twist to
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, the
Go on.
rise to fame. That's what comes with it sometimes. People want to say, why does that kid feel like he's so good? Is he that good? You know, there's just people are gonna try and humble you. So when you're not
Mm,
humble, they're gonna hate you for not being humble. If Lewis Skelly just like for some reason believes in his ability right now, he'll just be hated. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
they want you to be so humble. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So maybe to them he's not as humble as they would like him to be. So they just wish all the bad things. So
and
subconsciously it's prepping even the referees. Because
yeah,
it's like, if you're hearing this someone's friend thinks they're bad, when you automatically meet them, you just don't like them because you think they're just gonna be bad towards you. Do you get what I'm saying? So
and
yeah.
remember, he got that red card. It got rescinded. Now Michael Oliver, he doesn't referee big games no more. So can you imagine his friends, the referees, because they're all friends. We saw that they were all in Thailand, a bit of lines with a bit of hookers, allegedly. But yeah, so you can tell the referees have an agenda. It's an agenda. It's clear. It's
Yeah.
clear to me.
They're
It's
they're
clear.
mates. So even if they don't have an agenda, I think this season, I
Subconsciously.
think more recently, the refs have tried to sort of make a name for themselves recently. They try and
Mm,
interfere with games a lot more than they should and make some wild decisions. I think they want the controversy so you can know his name. So you can know,
like
yeah, I'm Michael
WWE.
Oliver. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. This is just a
And the
theory I have.
recruits.
So I don't
Mm.
think
Yeah.
maybe they're targeting him. I just feel like they're feeling like he's not rating their thing as referees. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, there's players that they don't really respect the referee. They know they can ball. They're here for the
Mm,
fans, the trophies,
yeah.
you know, they don't really rate the
Yeah.
referees. So they do all the
Bear in
shithousery and all that. You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? So
Bear in
I
mind.
think, mm,
Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say. Bear in mind. We've seen this before. I don't want to take you off your trailer for Granit
mm,
Xhaka, Lee Cattermole, Lissandro Martinez, Casemiro. They've all been targeted by referees. Red card,
yeah,
red card, red card. Straight away, no problem. So maybe that's just Lewis Skelly, but sorry, Karen, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't feel because you know when we say targeted, everyone's gonna go down the whole racism route and all
No.
that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I
Mm.
just feel like yeah,
Obviously.
it's more of this thing.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
they feel you think you're let's
Mm.
humble you down a little
Obviously.
bit. You're a new
Obviously.
man over here.
No. For the media on social media, yeah, there's a racism element, definitely, because there's no way just because he got his first England call up, it got 8.5 million impressions on Twitter. 8.5. Bro, I think I saw Dan Burn got called up. He only had 500k.
The momentum.
8.5 million. And all of it, a lot of, oh, gang member. Oh, he's a cocky prick. I hate him. Bruv, these these people are dangerous, and it's because of people like Gary Neville, you absolute scumbag, you prick, and Jamie Carragher, you are another
Uh,
bastard. All they do is make
demand them.
agendas. That's all they do. What do they do?
Yeah.
They start saying he's not cocky. We don't like to see it. Then when Haaland throws a ball on Gabriel's head, it's funny.
They
It's
say
funny,
that it's all
but they
love,
don't
There's
it's all
care.
loads of
love, and
cocky
it's all
young
jokes, and
players.
it's all bands.
But is that even cocky? Twist. Imagine someone came to you for no reason and told you, who the fuck are you? Now you score and you dunk on them 5-1. Of course, you
I'll
score your
do the same
first goal.
celebration.
You got,
I'll
bro,
do the same celebration.
that's
Yeah,
you. I
emotions
might
aside,
do
yeah.
worse. I would have ran up to his face and told him,
That
"That's who the fuck I am, you fucking prick."
that celebration, that celebration caused a bit of a roar, an
A
uproar.
serious
Yeah, that
uproar.
celebration.
Yeah,
Oh my
serious
days.
But
uproar.
That
but
celebration so far is bigger than his career. So
but
far.
can you
That
imagine?
celebration moment. Shit, no.
Haaland went to Arteta and told him to stay humble. When have you seen players going up to managers and start hyping? We don't
Yeah.
see this, but no one had nothing to say. But then you hear Gary Neville, and that I don't like it when Gabriel ran up to Haaland and celebrated in his face. And then now, yesterday, he said, "Oh, I don't like to see the Manchester players hugging and that in the derby. We want to see some." But when there's he starts cussing it. What is it? What is it? This is why I cuss them. I swear down, I hate them. If I
No,
see them, I'ma told them. I'ma told them.
yeah, I feel the both of them are really biased, and not just biased. They're now, what's the word now? They're being
Bias,
sentimentally
yeah.
stupid about it. Yeah, they're
Mm.
being
And
sentimentally stupid because some days they say something and the other day they just contradict what they say, just
yeah,
make sure what they're one of those people that just say whatever comes to their mind when you put the microphone in
yeah,
front of them. Not really thinking it through. That's why their trained thoughts are not really, the both of them. And funny enough, I think they should go start their own podcast together, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. And
mm,
talk a lot of crap they could to themselves, and because they
yeah,
shouldn't be anywhere near screens where everybody can see them because they have a biased ideology
yeah.
of what football is and the Premier League.
E- Especially, they shouldn't be allowed to commentate on teams. Carragher shouldn't be allowed to commentate on Liverpool games. Neville shouldn't be allowed to commentate on Man United games. I'm tired. I don't want to hear them no more. They've wound me up enough now. I've had enough of them. I used to actually like them. That's the craziest thing. But do you know what it is that turned me off them? When the referees make shocking decisions, all they do is say, "Why are they crying? Why are Arsenal fans crying? They're entitled. Why are this team crying? Why are that team crying?" But they forget that they were players. And if it was the shoe was on the other foot, they'd be fuming. Do they not
They'll be
remember themselves
furious.
as players?
Yeah,
Gary Neville.
they'll be furious.
What, Fab? Let me show you this Gary Neville. But yeah, you guys carry on, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Carry
it's
on
crazy.
anyway, fam.
It's crazy.
Yeah, the bias is crazy with those guys, actually. That's just what it is. They have a standpoint. They've already picked a side in the argument. So they just,
Mm,
so it's not really a racist undertone, but they've another thing, yeah. People's fan base can drive them to have some wild takes so they know they're impressing that fan base. You get what I'm saying? Jamie
mm,
Carragher right now has got that sort of right leaning fan base. You get what I'm
mm,
saying? So they
mm,
sort of him blasting Lewis Skelly is sort of like,
mm,
yeah, thumbs up in his community. Do you get what I'm saying?
mm,
So yeah, it's him and Gary Neville as well. They're sort of right leaning and they're vocal about it as well. So
yeah.
yeah, man,
But yeah, let me
they're
just quickly show
biased
you that.
still.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
real
move on,
like what
man.
Twisty really said. What Twisty really said is real. They have this fan base. If you actually think about it, and that's what's making them very vocal. They have this very,
Yeah.
you know,
They're
right when
pandering and they're pandering to that fan base. That means they're saying these things
Mm,
because these fan base want to see it. You get what I'm saying? So they're
yeah,
saying it
yeah, yeah,
not because he believes Lewis Skelly's being too cocky. It's just he knows his fans are pissed seeing this black
mm,
kid balling, living his dream. You get what I'm saying? So he's gonna
mm,
try antagonize the situation, try and make an
yeah.
enemy out of him. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? Just to give his fan base something to say. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, yeah. You get what I'm saying?
mm.
He's doing
Yeah,
that for
but
just like Joey Barton. What's his name? Joey Barton, right?
oh yeah. He's just
Yeah,
racist
he's
on
another
Twitter.
one that sort of stirred up that fan base. He's seen there's a lot of like money in that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just when you listen to him talk, Joey Barton's one's bait. You can clearly see, like, I don't even think you believe what you're saying. You
No,
just
he does.
know the
He does.
people
He
you're
does.
talking to. They
No, he
believe
does.
this.
Trust me.
Do you get what I'm
Remember, his
saying? It's
brother.
like if you don't
His
believe
brother.
in aliens and UFOs, but you know your friends will believe in them.
Yeah.
So
You
when you're
know what?
talking, you
You know
sort
what his
of
brother's in. You know what his brother's in jail for, right?
whoa, what was it?
Bro, they killed a black guy
The hard
unarmed
R.
for no reason. Racist attack.
Okay. Yeah, I think I heard about
But
that.
but
Wow,
obviously I
that's
shouldn't even
wild.
laugh, man.
That's
Our
really
thoughts
wild.
and condolences are with the victim, man. Seriously.
Wait,
But
murder.
yeah, his brother's a lifer. He's on the wing. He's on the
Oh
wing,
man.
fam. It was a racist attack, man. But yeah, man, RIP to the victim, man. But before we go on to the preview the Real Madrid game, if you're in there, smash a like, drop a comment, score predictions on the Real Madrid game. So here it is. Look at this pussy. I don't know if you can see it. I looked at the faces of all those Liverpool fans who had been singing about me and my mum for 89 minutes. And in that moment, they had no answer. It was one of the best feelings of my life. The FA fined me £5,000 for my actions. I'd gladly pay it again 100 times. This is him on his celebration against Liverpool in 2006. Can you
It's
imagine that?
crazy. It's crazy.
But
It's
but he
crazy.
doesn't want to see
I
Lewis Skelly celebrating.
I I think I saw something like this some time ago, and I'm like, it's the hypocrisy, and like I said,
Yes.
it's caused by blind, stupid sentimentality. Because, like you
Mm.
said, if shoe was on the other foot, if you were the one in that position, how would you feel? You would probably do the same thing Lewis Kelly did, even worse. Like, according to what he
Yeah,
was
a hundred
shown,
percent, a hundred,
he did.
100%.
Okay.
But of Twisty,
So
you can vouch for me. I'd run up
Yeah,
to that guy and I would tell him, "That's who I am, mate. That's who I am, mate. Cocky with it. That's who
yeah.
I am,
He had every right. He had every right.
bro."
In the
Remember
moment,
these
he
lot,
just felt to hit that celebration. He could have run up to him and all turned and done all
yeah.
that.
But
He could have
but
taken off his
remember,
t-shirt and put it in his face and all that. Like he
but
chose to do
but
that.
he's a humble kid, bro, and that's what he done. He just, you get
Yeah,
me. He
that's it.
didn't do
he
anything
is.
mad.
He
He
is.
weren't.
I don't even get the people that are saying that he's not humble and he's a gang member. And I'm like,
Bro,
Lewis Kelly is one
you
of the most humble people I've seen. Like, even the
do you
celebration, he
do you know
tried
who
as much
does
as
that?
possible not to make it cocky. Again, he tried as much as possible
Bakayo
to.
Bakayo Saka does that every celebration, bro. He does the Rashford celebration. He's done the Madison celebration. Jamie Vardy goes and
No,
start
no, no,
doing the
no. But
Palace Eagles.
wait. Black. Now you make that point. If it was more of a racist undertone, they would also get onto Saka for doing
Bukayo
the
Saka.
Madison celebration. The bias, I
No, but
think,
I
is
think
mostly about the
no, but
teams.
I
So, because
think
it was
it's
against Tottenham,
yeah, but I think remember Saka's Saka, and remember he's already been through it.
that's what I'm saying. But,
Remember,
bro, that's what I'm saying. So, everyone has to, sometimes, yeah,
you
it
gotta
depends
get
on
the
where you
racism
stand.
once.
Because even Rooney faced it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even like as a player, like, you're
Yeah,
going to face it, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not,
but that's why I say the media and social media, there is a racism undertone, but I'd say the referees, and I wouldn't say that is racism. You get me? Because we've seen that mad
all
sort of
right, do you
stuff.
see how the
And
media portrays Jack Grealish, though?
oh, they love Jack Grealish. They love him. They love him. He's drunk, stumbling out of clubs, but they're making up excuses. Why isn't he playing? They're saying.
They're
Man's
saying
drunk.
that that's what it should be about. That he's just a normal guy chilling with his people. But Lewis Skelly can't chill with his people, them though. Dog.
Bro, the
That's gang
man's
members.
probably got straight A's. This is a smart, intelligent man.
Yeah, he
You
don't
get
look
me?
no.
Bro, trust me, like his mum and his grand, they're at every game celebrating. Like, he lives with his mum, bro. He's not outside. He's a good boy. Nah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, man. But I think we're ready, man.
Up to the time of the game.
Hashtag pray for Madrid.
From
So
Madrid.
the big one in just over it's 90. Whoa, no. 18 hours and 58 minutes. The watch along. Please join us for the watch along tomorrow, 7:45. If you're a rival of Arsenal, please come to see Arsenal's tears. If you're a Arsenal fan, please come to see the
The hate
rival's
watch
tears.
for the hate
It's
watchers.
a
Come
hate
along.
watch, a love watch. We want everyone. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah, that
Twisty,
match is
Everyone
gonna
is
be a
I'ma
welcome.
come. I'ma come to you first. What do you think is gonna happen in this game, and how do you think it will play out?
Are you? Are you? Coming to the ain't nothing gonna happen, bruh. Also getting their ass cooked, bruh. I'm joking.
Hey, smash a
Being
like
as it is,
and drop your
what I
comments
said
for your score predictions. Arsenal versus Madrid.
on the group chat earlier on, I was just trolling. Really, Arsenal, they do stand a chance of winning one of the legs. That's
Hmm,
what I feel. They do
not the
stand a good
NFL.
chance because Madrid hasn't been like, you get what I'm saying? They haven't
Hmm,
been. This hasn't been one of their best seasons.
hmm.
Yeah, this hasn't
Yeah,
been one of
my
their best seasons. So Arsenal
my
does stand a
pre
good chance.
my preview of this is actually out tomorrow, but I've done some research on this. So Real Madrid, they've actually conceded 10 goals from corners, and last season they only conceded 3. So it's 3 times more already. So if Arsenal are gonna hurt them, surely that is the way to do it. Because Valencia scored a corner against them just the other game. So Nano,
Yeah.
how can we get them?
Yeah,
Twist, I'll come back to you, but yeah,
yeah.
Nano, how you get them?
I'm being hopeful about the game tomorrow.
Mm,
I'm seeing some unpredictabilities. I'm seeing some, scares. I'm seeing some, things that we didn't really think or we don't know are going to happen, but are going to happen tomorrow. You know,
mm,
it's an open game. It's always an open game till the last whistle. But
mm,
truth is, looking at Arsenal's midfield, I think Arsenal has a chance because um, Arsenal has midfielders that can, play in the midfield, and I think that's what will take the game to Madrid. You know,
mm,
um, of course, Madrid are going to depend on their fast-paced attackers. I was chatting with my brother, and I was telling him that if only we had the um, technicality of Hansi Flick, we can borrow some of his tactics in his book because thinking about it, if we can just nullify their attack, Mbappe, Vini, and Rodrigo, if we can just nullify their attack, I think we have a chance, just like Baka did. And he Hansi Flick found a way to render the most efficient attack in formed. That is Mbappe, Vini, and he found a way to render them useless almost because all the runs they made were offsides. You get the little ones they got, they were really skeptical on what to do about it. So if we can, find a way to nullify them, defensively, to just make the attacks. I think Arsenal does have a chance. We have midfielders. I don't know. I believe so much in Partey in this game. Like I don't know why I'm just seeing Partey as the man of the match in one of the legs because of his outstanding performance of how he can. But let's see how the game goes, though. I'm already giving my prediction of who will be the man of the match tomorrow, and is Thomas Partey because
Mm,
I feel he has some incredible talent in holding up big teams
Some
like
La
this.
Liga
yeah,
experience.
it's calm. Yeah, we'll do our score prediction at the end. Twist. How do you think Arsenal can win this game? If they are to win this game, how? How are they gonna do it? That is the question.
From the statistics you just gave, I feel corners are their best chance. They should just get the shots off on target somehow
Mm,
and just go
mm,
through that corner. But I can't lie to you. I see Madrid scoring no matter what Arsenal does tomorrow. I see
mm,
Madrid scoring. That's just the
mm,
truth. So Arsenal's gonna need more than one goal. So if they can get more than one goal, yeah, they
mm, mm,
they
mm.
they they've got a chance of winning one of the legs, and the other leg, I don't know. I don't
Mm.
know. I don't
I hear
know.
you.
I'm not
Let's
too
focus on
hopeful, but
one
it can
leg
be
for
done.
now. Let's focus
Say
on
one
one leg
leg at a
for
time.
now.
One leg,
It could be done.
the
It could be
left
One
done.
leg,
leg
not
at a
the
time.
left leg, not the right leg. So I'll kind of
Left
give my
leg
thoughts.
first.
I'll give my thoughts on how I think the game is gonna go and how I think we can win.
Okay.
See this game, and then I'll come to you guys for your prediction. So I feel like we're gonna dominate possession. I feel like we're gonna be the team on the front foot, but we might get caught on the counter. The only issue is, will Real Madrid score first? Because I believe if they score first, we're in big trouble. That is what I believe. But if we score first, I don't believe we lose the game. If we get the first goal, I don't see them beating us 2-1. I actually don't.
If you get the first goal,
And yeah, I don't see them beating us. And I watched them against Valencia. One thing about Real Madrid, Arsenal, what I'd say, I give credit for Arteta. We are an extremely disciplined side in terms of keeping our shape. You know what you're gonna get. Building up from the back is free at the back. Lewis Skelly inverts him and Party like that. Then you've got a box, Skelly, Party. Then you've got Rice and Odegaard, and then you've got your Sakas, Martinelli's, and then your striker. So we know how we play. And when we're defending, it's 4-4-2. So the only way we get something out of this game and win is if for 90 minutes we are disciplined. Because if we can get that first goal, what I saw against Valencia, Real Madrid are not disciplined in their defending. When they are down a goal or are going to win for the win, they get disorganized. They lose their shape. I'm seeing left back and centre back. I'm seeing centre back and centre midfield. So if we can get that goal and make them disorganized, we can hit them for a second. And the only way I see Arsenal going through is a two or more goal lead from this first leg. Because if it's for one goal, I just can't see it. I can't see it. And from that, I'm going to come to you for your score predictions.
me,
Before I go, before, okay. before I go for
Okay,
my
no, no,
score
no. Let
prediction,
Nano go. Yeah, let Nano go.
yeah,
Go.
before I go for my score prediction, well, my score prediction is going to reply to what you just said. Um, if Arsenal are going to go through, I think it's going to be slim, first of all, because let's face it, we don't really have the goal scorers, checking our last three games, per se. We don't really have the goal scorers that would, and this is Madrid we're talking about, it's not going to be easy to even transition past their midfield, into their own side to try and get in the goal. About what you said about, holding the play. So yes, I think Arsenal are going to have, possession and play. Even I think Ancelotti said it in his interviews. He was like,
Yeah,
"He's
Arsenal
the
like to
game is
attack.
going to be, yeah, he's going to let Arsenal attack,
Different to
and
Valencia.
it can be him playing mind games. It can be him trying to throw the coach off and trying to, test
Mm,
how tactical he
yeah,
could be. Um,
I don't,
well,
I don't
my
see him
mm,
playing mind games. You don't need to.
okay, yeah,
You
true,
know what I mean?
true, true.
The
Yeah, he
records.
don't need to. He does. He does. For my score prediction, I'm saying 1-0 because looking at um, Madrid's last games, even their last game with Atletico Madrid in the previous round.
One
Um,
zero.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it was a if Arsenal could hold, remember the way we played last season against Manchester United, Manchester City, and
Yeah.
even the way we played them this season, the first leg when the draw ended 2-2. If Arsenal can
Mm,
pull up that kind of defense, I think we have a chance, to repeat the '06 season, beating them just one
1-0.
goal, and then going to the Bernabeu and maintaining the our lead, and then just holding it till the next round. But
Mm.
like I said, 1-0 for me. Like if Arsenal
Okay.
could go 1-0, that would be great.
The
Okay.
results.
Twist. Chat to me, bro.
Let me be optimistic for my ops, innit? So let me say 2-1 to Arsenal.
Mm,
Yeah, but Madrid has to
yeah.
score. And
Yeah. And
yeah, that
I'm,
attack is
I'm,
too potent. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That attack, you
And
can't bet against it. Bellingham, Vinny, Rodrigo,
mm,
Mbappe,
mm,
bro,
mm.
bro, he,
But
I'm just,
Endrick could
they
even
do
get a
get a
goal
goal.
against us. That's how crazy it is. Endrick or what's it? Other Goulet. They got dangers everywhere. Valverde,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean
Valverde, long range.
Rodrigo.
Long
Who did
range.
that?
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, they
man.
got match winners as well.
So I'll give my score prediction. So actually, I feel like I should give it tomorrow because I'm doing my show. But I'll let you lot know anyway. I'm going with you, Twisty. 2-1, man. I reckon we're gonna be 2-0 up, and then the dagger comes in like the 89th minute, Jude Bellingham,
Yeah.
and
And
that's gonna be the
Valverde.
tie. I reckon it's Bellingham, and that's gonna be the tie there because I reckon they beat us. I reckon they beat us 2-0 at the Bernabeu, so we need a 2-0 lead, man. Yeah, man. So, guys, man.
Free at the Bernabeu. Well, I don't know about free. But,
Yeah, nah. But like I say anyway, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure talking
It
football with
has. It
you.
has. It always has.
bros,
It has.
Yeah, man.
damn bet.
If you made it to the end, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe, man. Love for the love as always, people. It's been a great stream. My brothers, bless. Till the next time.
All right.